And so, another recipe roulette. This one is gonna be tricky. And so the first category for our lucky dip is a country. And today's country is going to be Argentina. And the next category is a dish. And the dish I'm gonna have to incorporate is a fry up. So far so good. And the last category is an ingredient. Today, strawberry. Right, so straight away I've got a few ideas, but the strawberry is going to be a tricky one. But having said that, I think I have an idea. And so first up, we need to go shopping. So let's do this. The first thing we're going to need to do is prepare our strawberries. So you want to take your strawberries, pop off the little green stalk, and then simply chop your strawberries in half and chop your halved strawberries into a bowl. So work your way through them. Once the prep is done, we want to pop a pan on the hob and turn the heat to medium, and then chuck in your strawberries, and we want to start to cook those down for a few minutes. And to help things along, you want to add a little splash of water. This will help to cook out the strawberries, as we're going to be making kind of a sauce or a jam. Once the strawberries are starting to break down and get nice and soft, we're going to want a good tablespoon of honey. So pour in some honey, give that a good stir, and then we want some balsamic vinegar. Add a nice splash of your balsamic, give it a good stir. Cook this out for a few minutes, and then once your strawberry balsamic sauce is ready, you want to just pour that into a bowl and stick that to one side until we need it. And do me a favor and quickly hit that subscribe button below. Next up, as this is a fry up, we're going to want some beans. So take another pan, pop that onto the heat, turn the heat to medium, and you want to chuck in about a teaspoon or so of butter. And to the butter, you want to add a nice pinch of some chili flakes. Give this a couple of minutes, and once the butter's foamy, we want to chuck in a dollop of tomato paste. Give it a stir and roast off the tomato paste for a couple of minutes before we go in with our baked beans. So chuck a tin or two of beans into the pan, give it a really good stir through, pour in about a teaspoon or so of your honey, not too much, mix the honey through, and then some apple cider vinegar. Add a little splash of your vinegar, not too much, and then another splash of some Worcestershire sauce. And next up, we want some smoked paprika. So add about a teaspoon of your paprika, and then some chili powder. Add about a third of a teaspoon of your chili powder, and next we want some cumin. About a third of a teaspoon of cumin, and then add a good pinch of some mixed herbs. Stir this all through into the beans, give it a couple of minutes to tick away, and then add a little pinch of salt and pepper. Give it a taste for the seasoning, and you want to cook the beans down as thick as you would like. You can have them nice and gloopy or keep them a bit more saucy, entirely up to you. Once your beans are ready, you can stick them to one side to reheat when you're ready. And next we need to cook the meat for the fry up. So pop a frying pan onto the hob, turn the heat somewhere between medium and high, and then you want to lay in some lovely smoked bacon. And you want to cook the bacon off for a couple of minutes before we go in with the rest of the ingredients. So soon as it starts to get a little bit of colour, we're going to chuck in our sausage. And here I'm going with some lovely meaty venison sausages. So pop in your sausage, and a little trick I often employ when I'm cooking bacon or sausage is, as soon as you've got a little bit of colour, you want to add a little splash of water. This will basically deglaze the pan for us and helps with a nice even cook. So after about 7 to 10 minutes, once our bacon and sausage is pretty much ready, the next ingredient we want is some lovely black pudding. So take a few slices of your black pudding, and you want to season with some salt and pepper, and then push the sausage and bacon to one side, add a tiny dash of olive oil, and then chuck in your black pudding. The black pudding won't take long to cook, maybe 2 or 3 minutes on each side, so press it down with a spatula. We want it to just about get crispy on the outside. So give your black pudding a couple of minutes, and then when it's pretty much ready, you want to pop your pan to one side on a very, very low heat, just to keep it warm. And very quickly give the video a thumbs up by hitting the like button below. And the Argentinian element for this dish is a really nice ribeye. So pop another pan on the hob, turn the heat up as high as you can. We want the pan screaming hot, and then you want to take your ribeye and liberally season with some sea salt and some freshly ground black pepper. Add a good splash of oil to the pan, and then just as you start to see the oil smoke, lay in your steak. Once the steak is in, don't touch it for a minute on one side, and then turn it over and give it about a minute on the other side. Then you want to chuck in a nice generous knob of butter, and for the last 2 minutes while the steak cooks, you want to baste it in that lovely foaming butter. Turn it again once or twice, and then after about 3 or 4 minutes, you want to take out the steak, pop it onto a board, and you want to let this rest for about 5 minutes or so. Once the steak is resting, stick another pan onto the heat, turn the heat down to medium, add a little knob of butter, and then you want to crack in 2 good quality free-range eggs. Fry off the eggs for a couple of minutes. You can cook your eggs however you like them, and go in sunny side up, nice and runny, and when the eggs are pretty much ready, quickly reheat your beans, and we're ready to go. So first on the plate is our lovely juicy ribeye, and then you want to add a couple of tablespoons of your strawberry sauce, and then your venison sausage. Next up, chuck on your black pudding, and then your beans, and then lay over your perfectly fried eggs. Finish with your crispy rashers of bacon, and there we have a really interesting dish. All that's left to do is to get stuck in and give it a try. And you know what, guys? This one is actually amazing. So I think today was a success. So I'll see you next time on Recipe Roulette.